My name is Kevin Fisher. I write songs, and I have a studio. You're at my studio now. And I've been writing songs since I was a kid, and went to college, became a lit major and music theory major, graduated, so I had a little something to work with as a writer, and I started waiting. I waited tables 10 years, wrote songs, played gigs, got my first publishing deal, gosh, probably 8 years after that, and have been going ever since. Collaboration is very important because you gain the skills that your co-writer has, but also being a fiercely independent writer is important too. I write a lot by myself because I want to know what I think about something. So I have to have there has to be a there in order to bring something to the table when I write with a collaborator. And you know, sometimes you think you've written the best song in the world and nobody else on the planet agrees, and that's just the way it is. Art is subjective. So there are clearly horrible songs and clearly wonderful songs, but sometimes we don't always agree on which is which. The song I wrote for Rascal Flatts was written with my friend Fred Wilhelm in Nashville, and we wrote the song. I did a little demo here at the studio, sounded pretty good, sent it to him. He called me and said, hey, there's this new band just starting out. They're a boy band, so a country boy band, so nothing's going to happen with them, but you mind if they put it on their demo tape? And I said, sure, why not? And it turned out to be Rascal Flatts, and the record sold really well, and just went from a simple little demo to a pretty awesome cut with a huge band. I make my demos as close to a record as I possibly can because I don't want to leave, ironically enough, I don't want to leave anything up to the imagination. I want the song lyrically to be precise. I want the music to sound exactly the way I want it to sound. And the illusion that people can hear through a demo, you hear that a lot in the industry. It's like, don't worry, just give me a piano vocal version, guitar vocal version. I'll hear through the demo. Very rarely does that happen. In fact, a lot of my cuts, the exact arrangement I did on the demo is what they duplicate on the record. So I take my time, whether there's a cool guitar riff or background vocals. I mean, I really make sure I do it up as much as possible. The rule to get your stuff out there is there are no rules. So any way and every way you possibly can. Play out. If you sing, if you play, get to know people. I did a little gig and met some huge producer that I've been in contact with recently, and wouldn't have met him had I not gone out and just played a few songs with some friends. I still do cold emails where I'll purchase a book of email addresses that you can get through different organizations, and I'll just introduce myself. Like, hi, I'm Kevin, I've had this background and I'd love to send you some songs. You spend your life writing songs, and the goal is to hear them on the radio or hear them on a record. And when that actually does happen, the intrinsic satisfaction is just over the top. And part of it is, oh my God, I'm not crazy for doing this. Someone else likes my stuff enough to where they'll put it on their record. And so that is extremely joyful. There's a lot of credibility that comes with that. I can open a lot of doors just because I call and say, hey, I blah, 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 Rascal Flatts, blah, 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 name drop. Financially, unless it's a single, it's a big single can buy you a house. I mean, there's just no question, and more so in pop. Pop, there's more radio stations that play pop music, so the numbers increase there. But so yeah, I mean, I make a living. If I had a #1 single, my house would be paid for. My kids' college tuitions would be paid for. It's not easy. It's not predictable. It is profoundly rewarding when you hear one of your songs played on the radio.